something happened last month that just made it harder and more expensive to buy a home. A war overseas quietly pushed mortgage rates back up, costing the average Columbus buyer an extra $109 every single month. So let's talk about what that actually means for you. Here's the big picture. Rates had finally dropped below 6% for the first time in years. Buyers were getting hopeful. Then the Iran war pushed inflation back up and rates jumped back to around 6.5%. And home sales have slowed to one of the slowest paces since 2012. But this is not a crash. Homeowners have more equity than ever, and fewer people are missing mortgage payments than at almost any point in history. Now, here's why the Midwest and Columbus specifically is a different story. In places like Florida and Arizona, nearly half of all homes have had to cut their price just to get a buyer. Here in Ohio, prices are still going up. That's because we never overbuilt the way the Sun Belt did, and buyers moving here can actually afford to live here. Columbus is consistently ranking as one of the hottest large markets in the country right now. So what does the local data actually say? In March, the median home price in Central Ohio was $335,000. That's up about $15,000 from this time last year and still about 34% cheaper than the national average. Homes are taking a little longer to sell, about a week longer than last year, which is actually a good sign that we're getting back to a more normal market, not a panicked one. There are about 4,000 homes for sale right now, which is more than last year, but still pretty tight. For context, a truly balanced market would have closer to 8,000 to 10,000 options. A few local hotspots worth knowing: Olentangy and Worthington school districts are on fire right now. Sales jumped 24% and 52% year over year, respectively. And Pickaway County, just south of Columbus, saw a 19% jump in new listings, with a median price around $357,000. A signal that buyers are starting to explore just outside the city for more value. If you're thinking about buying, the good news is sellers are now giving back an average of 1.3% at closing, which on a $335,000 home is about $4,300 back in your pocket. You have more homes to choose from and more time to decide than you did in 2021 or 2022. The question isn't whether rates are perfect. The question is, what does waiting actually cost you in a market that's still appreciating? If you're thinking about selling, you're in one of the only regions in the country where home values are still going up. But buyers have more choices now, and they can feel an overpriced home from a mile away. The homes that are moving fast are the ones that are priced right and show well. The ones sitting, usually priced based on what the market was 2 years ago. This is your April Columbus housing snapshot. The market is shifting, but Columbus is holding stronger than almost anywhere in the country. Drop a comment with your biggest question or DM me, and I'll break down what this means for your specific neighborhood or price point.